Hey everyone, I'm here with Marty McSorely.
Hello.
Yeah, Marty McSorley,
And my
amazing.
friend Nick.
Yeah, amazing guy. Hey, we're here and we were just talking. Marty, obviously, he's a two-time Stanley Cup champion. Played with the great Edmonton Oilers and of course the great Wayne Gretzky. I watched this guy growing up. He was amazing, and we just got to talking as I've been thinking about going beyond the champion and how to be a champion, how to be your best version of yourself. And Marty's a great example of somebody who's done it. So I say, hey, listen, why don't I just pick your brain? We were partners on this thing. We had the same. We rode on the same golf course. We were on the same team, and we had a blast and shared tons of stories. So I wanted to just get his little take and for him to share it with everybody else on what it takes to go beyond being a champion.
Well, first of all, I think the words famous and celebrity and things are very, very overused. I think that the important part is that when you strive to win, whatever your endeavor is, the more you put into it, the more you get out of it, the more joy, satisfaction. It's because the sacrifice that you made. I really think that they go hand in hand, satisfaction with sacrifice. I think also that you're not done. I mean, the fact that I played hockey doesn't define me. My person defines me. I think now for me to be a champion in life, I like to think that I'm leaving a good footprint, that when I go into something, I want to do it well. I want to be good at it and be honest to myself. I think it's very, very important to have a sound foundation, a sound base. And for me, that's my wife, that's my kids, that's home first. And whenever I extend from there, I do it positively. I do it not aggressively, but with purpose. And that purpose, I think, gives me the outlook that I'm going to continue to be successful in whatever my endeavors are. And I like to think is right up in however old I'm able to get, that the people around me benefit from my being there. But I still think I've got a lot to add to the people I come into contact in whatever endeavor, whether it's, maybe it's coaching a junior team, maybe it's running a junior team, maybe it's just continuing to do charity events and speaking events and raising money for a number of different charities. I get the pleasure of going across Canada into so many different communities and meeting so many different people, so many great people. Whatever we read in the newspapers, I believe most people are very good and most people have great intentions, so we build on that. And we build on the positive, and a word of encouragement and a word of boosting the people around you only, I think, enhances my involvement and enhances me as a person.
Absolutely powerful. And the other thing I wanted to just check on, you do a lot of these kind of celebrity events where you go and you're helping the community. What is that motivates you to do that? Some people they retire and they go out and nobody ever sees them again. What keeps you? I mean, you have that option to do that. What keeps you going? What keeps you getting involved and helping?
I've heard the phrase "pay it forward," and some people will say, "Well, I'm paying it forward." I've seen it. I've had people that have said to me, "I walked into your locker room when I was 8 years of age, and you had me sit down beside you. You signed a stick for me. You asked me how my hockey team was doing." Now they're coaching. Now they're bringing young kids along, or they're running camps, or they're doing things for developmentally challenged or different charities across the country. And I really think it's the people they've come into contact with. I know that's the case in the hockey world. There's great young men playing the game today, and I had examples of guys like Bobby Orr and Gordie Howe, great people that I saw ahead of me, and I like to try to pass that on, and I see it. I physically see it in the charities and the kids and minor hockeys and minor baseball, all the things across the country. And so I really enjoy going into those communities, seeing people again, catching up, and I have people come 20, 30, 40 years after having met me, and that to me is so encouraging.
And I see it, and I experienced, like, I just met him today. I've heard lots about him. Of course, I watched him play on TV growing up, but I mean, he was so giving, and we're on the golf course. I'm not a big golfer, but he was giving me tips all the time, supportive, and just being like a regular guy. I totally appreciated that. So, what advice would you give to the guys out there retiring? They've made millions of dollars, or they are retiring just because they're done. What would you advise for them so they can continue to be a champion in life? What would you say to them?
Well, I would say stay motivated. Really stay motivated. Really, there's not as much money as people think that guys retire with or whatever. That go into your next profession and go right away. Don't wait. Don't languish. Don't allow whatever else to set into your life. Be aggressive, because that's what you were as a player. You make a great teammate in business. You make a great teammate in whatever endeavor you decide, because you've already proven that. So continue on with that. Whether it's an individual sport or a team sport, if you eventually retire from that, you can move in and do so many great things. And that's anybody that retires from anything. If you spent 25, 30, 35 years working in the workforce, you still have a lot to give, and you really can contribute, and get doing it right away. Stay active, stay physically strong, mentally strong, with a purpose.
Awesome. You know, that's a great way to end it, with the purpose. My friend, I totally enjoyed spending the afternoon with you.
Thank you.
You were amazing. Thank you. Bye, guys.